What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up? Woo! It is Thursday, August 28th in the ATL. It is still Leo season, although the Virgos have tried to take over, but that's okay. Echoing from somewhere. Where is that coming from? Oh, it's coming from right now. It's coming from right there. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me okay? Let me know if y'all can hear me okay because I refuse to go into the office when it's not office hours. I refuse to go into my office before the sun goes down. I refuse, okay? All this square footage around here, I refuse to go down to the studio. So, when I got this breaking news, I was like, should I go live while the sun is up? Or should I wait till tonight? And I made a managerial decision that I would come on early and talk to y'all and break up all the monotony of all the other mess that's going on, because this breaking news has officially confirmed what I had always told y'all about Porsha Williams. And I know some of y'all feel like I don't like Porsha. I don't have nothing against Porsha, but we are not going to pretend that Porsha Williams did not marry Simon Guobadia for his moolah. Okay, y'all keep calling him a scammer. Y'all keep saying he ain't got no money. Y'all keep saying all this. But why is it that Porsha Williams is so hell-bent on staying in the house, hell-bent on getting her $40,000 a month, hell-bent on getting her money that was owed to her or promised to her in the prenup? Okay, he's a scammer. Well, if he a scammer, child, Porsha is scamming him for his money. Okay, Porsha wants some of that scam dollars in her bank account. Okay, but anyway, I am digressing. Okay, just the other day, you remember we talked about it 2 days ago about how the girl on TikTok was over there saying that she got scammed by Simon Guobadia. Well, apparently, it's been determined that is a lie. Well, it might not have been a lie. It might have been just like the remember when that girl on Catfish got catfished by Bow Wow? And somebody was saying they was Lil Bow Wow and they was all in her DMs and stuff, and she thought that she was talking to Lil Bow Wow and she could have sworn she had a relationship with Lil Bow Wow. That's what this is sounding like. That girl thought she was in a relationship with Simon Guobadia and she had no idea that she was talking to somebody else over there across the pond. Okay. Not Zamzaga. Hey DL, what's up, friend? Said the biggest scammer is Miss Diane, and then Porsha is right behind. Okay, but anyway, let me get started. Before we get started, please go ahead and like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video, and let me see if I can play it. We'll get started after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Guess you're being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
Guess you're being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
Guess you're being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit is scary.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess. The blog goddess. The blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess. The blog goddess. The blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess. 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who I am. The blog goddess, aka Michelle ATLien Brown of straightfromtheA.com. I felt like I had to introduce myself because I'm streaming on several different platforms and I'm scared. Okay. I'm streaming on Facebook. I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn. I don't even know how I got linked on LinkedIn. I haven't been over there in so long. And I was trying to stream live on TikTok, but I can't find my the little URL that you put in to put on there to multi-stream. But it's coming. I'm streaming on everywhere I could find the stream. Like the only place I'm not streaming today is X, because X they too quick to steal my stuff. So I figure I just post a link on X and they can come over here to YouTube and then steal it from over here. Okay, because at least I'm getting paid. But I'm digressing now. The breaking news of today is that Porsha Williams has officially sued Simon Guobadia for she's trying to hold him in contempt of court. Okay, she's filed it in the Fulton County Superior Court and is dated August 26, 2025. What day was that? What's today? Today is the 28th, 27th, Tuesday. That was Tuesday, okay? According to those court documents, Porsha is accusing Simon of willfully refusing to comply with the terms of their prenuptial agreement and the final judgment of the divorce. Now, you remember, we talked about it. The divorce was final. When was it? In June? Let me make sure I got the exact date. The divorce was finalized July 11th, okay? And the judge actually decided to enforce the terms of the prenup. Since that time, Simon has also filed an appeal, okay? He's appealing the judge's decision. He said they made several different errors when they granted Porsha all of those terms, and he said in his appeal that the judge basically changed the terms of the prenup in the final order. Now, we went through all of those, and I'm not going to go through that, but what I am going to go through is Porsha's now contempt filing that was filed after the divorce was finalized. Now, it's a big deal because Porsha isn't just asking for the court to enforce the prenup, isn't just asking to stay in the house when she already sitting there, okay? She is demanding that they enforce it. In addition to Porsha demanding that they enforce the prenup, she's also alleging that, she wants to put him in jail. Honey, how's she gonna lock him up? And he got deported. He'd already been locked up. Now, this, when I read that in the court documents, it gave me, y'all keep saying Porsha didn't call the ICE. Okay, y'all keep saying that Porsha did not report that man. Y'all keep saying that Simon being detained for 40 days, 40 nights, 3 months, however long it was in ICE before he was deported was just, a paperwork error. Y'all keep saying all that, but I keep telling y'all it's the powers that be. And let me shut up because I don't want them coming over here to drag my ass out of my chateau. Anyway, I'm digressing now. Porsha, what she wanted or what she was granted in the divorce was, again, $40,000 a month for 14 months, which was $560,000. Okay. She claimed that Simon was already at least $80,000 in arrears. So she added that on to it. So that, comes up to the total that I put in the thing. I think it was like $660,000. Anyway, there's also, she wanted him to get a life insurance policy. Now, this man got kids, lots of kids, okay? And this woman who didn't have any kids from him, who was married for 14 months, is saying that she wants a life insurance policy on him so that if anything happens to him, she will get her money come hell or high water. And I'm like, OMG, not a life insurance policy on a man that's been deported to Nigeria and now he's in Dubai. You want to make sure that he don't even leave this earth until she get the money. And I'm like, damn, this is diabolical. Okay, now let me finish. Now, of course, the marital residence, remember, she's living in the marital residence, and we've been reporting that since that time, she has put her home in Duluth on the market, right? And people were speculating, and I am people is me, that she was perhaps doing that so that she would have, a liquid cash flow so that she could put towards the $7 million house that she wants to keep so desperately. Now, there's some other things in the prenup that was stating that she could stay there for 36 months. And then after the 36 months, she either has to sell it and split the proceeds with Simon Guobadia, or she has to refinance it into her name. Now, it's interesting because Porsha says she's already spent at least $362,000 covering the mortgage and taxes and everything else. And I'm like, okay, that's what she put in this new document. So it seems like you didn't spend all this money on that house over there, then you can't finish the basement on the house over here. So apparently she can't afford to keep up appearances over at the mansion. Okay, I'm just reading what Porscha's attorney wrote in the documents. Okay, now in addition to all of that, she doesn't want, let me see, no quitclaim deed has been signed and no trust transfer. Hold on. Then the Rolls Royce ghost. Let's talk about this Rolls Royce for a minute. Okay, remember, we was joking about it because, allegedly, I ain't seen them people bank statements, but Simon was not paying for that Rolls Royce no more. He don't live here no more. He said he ain't paying no car note. He ain't paying nothing. She want it. She got it. She can afford it. She gonna buy it. Okay. So apparently, the Rolls Royce, the note hasn't been paid. Okay. There's still a note on it. And she wants to be awarded it free and clear, okay? But there's still a note on it, and the note has not been satisfied. I believe it's like $60,000 still owed on the Rolls Royce. Now, of course, remember the attorney's fees. She's also asking for that $224,883.60. Now, the gag is what we reported a few weeks ago is that Randy Kessler had put his attorney's lien onto the house as well, okay, because the house was in Simon's name. So he put a lien on the house in order to secure his attorney's fees. After that, a day before the judgment was issued, Simon's attorney put her lien on the house in order to get paid her attorney's fees. And apparently, since that time, it's been discovered that according to the prenup, all of those monies that have been attached to the house of the lien will come out of the total amount after it's sold. And once the Lord, I'm talking too fast. Once the monies are split, okay, it's split minus all of those fees. So again, it's eating up Porscha's part of the equity. Okay, it's eating up the equity because all of that comes out before the actual monies are paid to the parties involved. So that's interesting. So now, because they have found that out, because that's worded in the prenup, apparently in the contempt order, Porsha is demanding that Simon cut a check for $224,883.60 to her attorneys so that will not be attached to the lien on the house. Okay, I'm just reading the contempt. Okay, you telling me what ain't true, you telling me what not true. I'm just telling you what I'm reading. Okay, now, okay, Porsha is alleging that Simon has made public statements saying he ain't gonna do it. I ain't got it. I'm not gonna pay it. Okay. She's out. Oh, I wonder if she saw my video. Did he say I'm not gonna pay it, or did he say that it's gonna be hard for him to pay it because he's in Dubai? Okay, I can't remember if he actually said no, I'm not gonna pay it, or if we interpreted it to mean that he would not pay it. Y'all let me know in the chat because I can't remember. My memory's bad. Now, the court language calls the public statements willful, intentional, and contemptuous conduct, basically saying that he's willfully not paying it. Okay. Now, the interesting thing is he's filed an appeal. So the appeal pretty much stays the order of the court until the appeal is heard and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So it's interesting that she's filed this contempt petition in light of him filing the appeal first. Okay, so I'm like, I'm not a lawyer, but dang, this is interesting. You said, why she wasting her good lawyer money on suing someone that ain't even in the US? That's what I said. Who is she gonna serve? Are they gonna hire a process server to fly over to Dubai and find Simon? Like, how does that work? Like, he is out of the jurisdiction of the United States courts. He is definitely out of the jurisdiction of Fulton County Superior Court because he is nowhere near Fulton County Superior. And if anybody knows about jurisdiction, it's me, because that alleged pedophile Chris Stokes tried to sue me in California. Y'all remember that? Okay. And then I had to get an attorney to California to overturn, child, because I don't live in California, never lived in California, and don't do business in California. And I'm still talking, child. But yes, just a mess. You said, where is his bank accounts? Well, apparently they're not here. She can't get no money. Okay. I don't know where his bank accounts are. You got to ask him. They say he don't have no bank accounts. According to the TikTok lady said that he was using somebody else's bank account. If y'all are to believe what the TikTok lady said, but I don't know. So how is Porsha going to get the money? Is she going to get the money from the TikTok lady? Did the TikTok lady have it in her account? Because the TikTok lady said that she had gave whoever the fake Simon was her bank information. So did somebody steal $667,000 out the TikTok lady account? I don't know. They said the TikTok lady took the TikTok down too. But anyway, I'm digressing. Let me finish reading this. So she also says she's seeking and she wants him incarcerated until he pays it. Porsha Williams wants her ex-husband, Simon Guobadia, incarcerated, locked up until he pays her the money that she is allegedly owed in the prenup. Now, how can y'all tell me how that works? Like even with child support, y'all be locking the men up. The men can't go to work to pay. So how y'all gonna get the money from the man if he locked up? Like, she wants him locked up. Okay. Porsha doesn't understand the word deported. I don't know what Porsha understands. All I know is that Porsha's attorney understands billable hours. I know Porsha's attorney understands they are billing, okay, and they continue to bill. He was like, let's file another lawsuit. Let's do this. Let's do that, okay. Somebody said his attorney can be served. How can his attorney be served if he doesn't authorize the attorney to accept service? Y'all let me know. If the attorney the case is closed, the attorney may not even work for him anymore. The attorney has filed a lien. His attorney has filed a lien on the property as well. So explain to me how an attorney who is no longer on the case can be served for another case that don't have nothing to do with this case. The divorce has been finalized. The divorce is over. This is a whole nother case, child. Let me see what y'all saying. What's wrong with this lady? Like, damn, is she that desperate for money? I don't know. All I know is apparently the Real Housewives of Atlanta must not be paying all that she could afford this $7 million house. You say they're gonna serve the appeal lawyer. Why would they serve the appeal lawyer when it's an appeal? How can you be in contempt for something that's in appeal? An appeal would stay the order of the court. So how can you be in contempt when you are appeal? I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm just, listen, this is just from my limited knowledge. Okay. If y'all an attorney in here, y'all let me know. Okay. Where is the attorney? You said, according to Google, the lawyer, that's what Google said. I don't know. I'm not on Google right now. I'm over here. Okay. Anyway. Let me see what else. Okay, so this is what Porsha wants. Porsha says that $667,000, $359.55 is in arrears, and that is minus the vehicle obligations that are still due, because there's apparently a loan on the Rolls Royce that hasn't been paid, and the car allegedly doesn't have no tags on it. Okay, then add the attorney's fees. Okay, the attorney's fees of $224,883.60. That's almost $900,000. Okay, that's in dispute. Okay, now I smell the storyline, child. I bet you Porsha did a whole scene because you know they've been filming. I bet Porsha did a whole new scene in Randy Kessler's office, talking about how scared she is of the foreclosure. She don't know what she gonna do. She need to figure this out. Okay, I bet you this is a storyline, because why is it you filing now, right when it's time to film for the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Leave that man alone. You didn't want to be with him. Okay, you said you said he was doing, you didn't know what he was doing. And now it seems like everything she's doing is still attaching herself to him. Okay, like even the Rolls Royce. I mean, get you another car. I mean, I don't understand. If I didn't want to be with somebody, I'm gonna leave their house, their car, their money, the dog, the cat, the rat. Like I'm gonna get out of there. But that's just me. But I don't know. Now she need to sell a little cat. Let them deduct the money from the house if you want it so bad. Okay. He said they need to sell that big ass house and get her money the best way she can. Simon need to quit during interviews over here in America and stay his ass wherever he is. Okay. Deli Peach Housewives says she is just securing her spot. Okay. He said Porsha is trying to stay face off of Simon. Money, leave that man alone. Not Quad, Quad husband. Are they married? Quad from Married to Medicine. They can get them. They got a Rolls Royce hiding somewhere, according to them court documents. King and Quad and where the Rolls Royce at? Anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, it sounds like a storyline for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But it's interesting. How will this affect Porsha's money? Like, she says she's paid $300 and something thousand towards the house. She claims she's been paying the taxes on the house. Let me see what else she said. Hold on. Okay. She wants a quitclaim deed. Because apparently Simon is required to execute the documents so wife can refinance the property. So apparently she can't even refinance the property because she doesn't, it's not in her name, it's in Simon's name. And Simon is like, I'm in Dubai, I'm in Nigeria. Why? Like, I don't care. Okay. I don't care. Like, how she gonna refinance and then it's not in her name? Okay. And then allegedly, he has refused despite attempted requests. Okay, repeated requests. And let me see what else. Marital residence carrying costs. Simon Guobadia was required to pay the mortgage, property taxes, insurance, utilities, maintenance, etc. until the sale or refinance or 36 months post-divorce. Okay, now, as you know, the wife can't sell or refinance because he ain't put her name on no deed and all of that. So Porsha is claiming that she has paid $164,209.99 plus $198,265.96 in property taxes, totaling $362,495.95. That's what she is claiming. Porsha, why is you paying all that money in property taxes on that house? She really wants that house. I mean, I guess she should keep it if she wanted. Okay. Simon pays the property taxes separately from the house note. Oh, okay. I thought her fan said she would garnish him and close down his assets. So how they gonna do that? You can't garnish nobody in Dubai. Okay, you can't garnish no foreign bank account. Well, maybe you can. I don't know how that works. You said we need to start a GoFundMe for Porsha. She needs a tutor. Her mama is her main advisor. Porsha should have thought out her plan to scam better. It's the long run, not the short run. She really wants that house. Like, it's just about the house at this point. She don't want to move nowhere. She really wants that house. She want to refinance that house, and she want to stay there forever. That house that's like her retirement plan. That's what it's looking like to me. Like, because he put down 30-40% on the house. Of course it has, risen in value. And so it's like, what is she gonna do? I don't know. Hold on. What else is in this document? Hold on. She wants the 2021 Rolls Royce Ghost. She wants it free of any encumbrances, any liens, anything. Okay. And she wants Simon required to pay off all debt and transfer the title clear. And she's citing him for alleged failure to satisfy the loan or transfer the title. Duh. I'm just amazed. Like, I don't know about y'all. I'm just amazed that, anyway, it's all about dollars and cents. This is 14 months of marriage. she didn't get what she wants. She's not getting what she wants so far. You said people in hell want ice water. Okay, sell the Rolls Royce. I mean, she can't sell it because her name ain't on the title. She can't sell the house because her name is on the deed. So now she's at an impasse right now because, even though the judge ordered all those things to happen, they haven't happened. And in the meantime, Simon has filed an appeal and said the judge can't change the wording of the prenup because I guess in the prenup had no terms of how to transfer the deed, the prenup didn't say anything about that. So I don't know. Seems like Simon is playing this game. I don't know if he's playing chess and she's playing checkers. All I know is the lawyers are winning. Okay, the lawyers are winning. Yeah, Porsha act like they was married 20 years and they got 5 kids. And she was his lover and his secretary, working every day of the week, like Mary J. Blige said. She needs to get a grip and realize you can't seek revenge of past relationships on Simon. She did say that in the Cam Newton interview. She did say that, that she was hurt and by her first marriage, and the second marriage was pretty much in retaliation. So now it's like it's all about the dollars and the cents. I don't like that because that's going to be your demise. The love of money will be your demise. Okay. But anyway, let me see what else. I think I already said the court. She wants the court to order Simon to pay $224,883.66 directly to her attorneys. And allegedly he has refused to pay. Husband's conduct was described as willful, intentional, and contemptuous. She quotes Guobadia's alleged public statements, refusing to honor the prenup obligations. She requested sanctions, including civil and criminal contempt, incarceration, and divestiture of property title under OCGA 9-1170 and OCGA 15-1 and 3. Now, what she wants Simon to be held in contempt. She wants incarceration until the arrears are satisfied. She wants a title to the marital residence divested from husband and vested in wife. So she wants his name taken off and her name put on the title. She wants all arrears satisfied from husband's share of equity in the marital residence. She wants attorney's fees and litigation costs of this action. And she wants additional sanctions and further relief as deemed appropriate. Now, there's also, after I read Simon's appeal, there's also a compliance hearing that is scheduled in September. And she wants her petition for contempt to be heard at the same time. So, yeah, y'all, what's going to happen? Yes, girl, she wants him locked up. No, the Duluth house is still on the market, I think. Let me go look. Hold on, let me go look. Let me see. Yep, it's still on the market, child. 1.85. Let me see if the price done went down yet. Hold on. Let me go see if the price. It's still at 1.85. The price hasn't gone down. It's still for sale. The basement is still unfinished. Okay. Yeah, let God fight that battle for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, if she was as unhappy as she was after being married for 14 months, this is just my outside opinion. I'm just an outsider. These are just my opinions, my views, and my thoughts. I would expect, you would just walk away from the marriage. Why are you fighting that man? It's like toxic at this point. Why are you fighting for the house? You're living in the house right now. You got 36 months. You got 36 months to live rent free. Whether you lose the house or is able to pay for the house. At this point, you done saved 3 years worth of money. You could buy your own house. I don't know. It's just weird to me. You said Porsha's Duluth home is overpriced. She's stern about that price. It is overpriced, child. She can't get a bench order of contempt for him to go to jail. What is wrong with her? I don't know. Apparently, this is what her attorneys have convinced her to do, and she is doing it. These are at the legal advice. Her attorneys signed off on it, child. They are the same attorneys that she's been dealing with the whole time. The same attorney that she had with Cordell, the same attorney. Like, I would have got another attorney after Cordell. I swear I would have. Cordell locked me out the house, did all that, and I was so just torn about that. I would have got me some more attorneys, but apparently she feel like her attorneys are good, and I guess so far so good, honey. Doesn't the house belong to the bank? Well, a portion of it belonged to the bank. He did put 40% down on the house. So, yes, the bank still has is on the deed. They have a lien, they have the first lien, then the attorneys have the next liens, and then anybody else who put liens have liens too. So when the house is sold, the bank gets paid whatever is left of the mortgage, then the attorneys get paid, and then whatever is left is supposed to be split amongst the couple. Anywho, you said her next attorney is Phaedra Park, and it might be they besties now. Okay, y'all, let me know. This is a quick live. I just wanted to come on and tell y'all that about this document that Porsha has filed in a contempt of court petition for Simon Guobadia, and she is suing him in excess of $660K plus whatever else the car, the attorney's fees, all together is coming up to probably almost $1 million. 660 plus 2, that's 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Plus the car is 60. Yeah, it's about $1 million. She's suing him for $1 million. She want her back pay, honey. She want the $80,000 he hasn't paid thus far, and she wants the remainder of the balance that is owed according to the prenup. Let me know what you think about all of this down below. If you're just getting here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed. And y'all know the drill. I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.